Hello!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another nerdy episode of Another Nerdy Talk Show where we talk nerd! First of all, even she's not going to be here tonight, but I want to say happy birthday to Bright Idea. And happy birthday to Band Geeks from SpongeBob. I know yesterday was kind of a tragic event for the 20-year anniversary of stuff going on, but even though we won't forget about what happened then, we're still here to have fun. God bless America. Anyway, tonight we have trailers for we have trailers for a lot. Like, I don't even know where to get started on this one here. I really don't. So let's just get started here. Bam. Matrix Reloaded. We got Injustice, Aquaman King of Atlantis, Spider-Man 2 The Game, Ron's Gone Wrong, Knights of the Old Republic Remake, Wolverine game that really hurt my hand. Fuck. Okay, let's move on to the next one here. Venom, why are you still pissing me? Are you gonna be released or not? Is this game an enigma? This game? What the fuck? Movie? Is this movie an enigma? Is it not gonna happen? Is it coming out tomorrow? It's coming out down the street. I just want to know. This thing's release date was moved again. I'm gonna explain why. Third of all, you ever took reenactments to the top level? Well, here's Italy, where a bunch of Lord of the Rings fans, I can't even describe this enough, do an epic quest all leading up to throwing a ring in a volcano. Also this week, we got a letter from our friend Steve Burns. You may know him as the original host of Blue's Clues, as he leaves a good message of positivity on YouTube and everywhere else. And now he's kind of crowding me, so there you go. All that and more tonight on Another Nerdy Talk Show. We'll be right back. Oh my god, it went to friggin' night mode on my goddamn fucking... I am so confused.
You're watching Another Nerdy Talk Show. Now go construct additional pylons.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Another Nerdy Talk Show where we talk nerd. I'm here with... not Kuma this time. I'm here with my friend Kat.
Hi.
Who is a bouncing JPEG.
I am a PNG, thank you very much.
Yes, of
I'm
course,
classier.
Also, your greetings, foolish mortals, is reversed.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Is it now? Still?
Yes. No, it's fine. It's fine. Here, good. This is the first time we've ever had a VTuber on here.
PNG tuber, but yes.
Do I call you PNGG?
But technically, yes, I would be your first. I would be your first VTuber.
For those who don't know, Kat is an artist, a comedian, a story writer, and
story writer.
Yeah, you write stories and stuff, and residential Skrillex impersonator. So how are you doing today?
I'm fine. And when did I become a Skrillex impersonator?
Have you seen your hairdo? Anyway.
It's an undercut ponytail. Hi guys.
I don't know. I mean, I always see half your face gone. It's like crazy. You ever know? You know who Tommy Wiseau is?
Yes, I know who Tommy Wiseau is.
You ever know? I made a joke with Cruiser. I'm like, you ever notice that Tommy Wiseau looks like Skrillex with like both halves, where Skrillex looks like half of Tommy Wiseau. You ever notice that? Oh, don't give me the pity giggle. Come on.
That wasn't the pity giggle.
What was the? Yeah, it was. I know the pity giggle.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Fine.
Fine. The Fine Brothers are bad. I never saw their movie.
They have a movie?
Or am I thinking of Smosh? I don't know.
Every YouTuber, when they get big enough, gets a movie.
Yeah. Wait till we get Ants the movie out here. If we ever do Ants the movie, I want all of us to play the characters, but we're still in our screens.
So you basically want to do Unfriended.
Yeah, but this one, but unlike Unfriended, ours would be intentionally funny.
Yeah, that's true.
Seriously, is that the guy in the blender? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my
Unfriended.
God. Unfriended.
Anyway.
That's my life in a nutshell.
It's not even freaking realistic, at least to me, because it's like, okay, you're supposed to have your chat screen in one area and a bunch of weird random shit over there. It's like, who puts their freaking voice chat thing, their video chat thingy in the full screen?
I don't know. same person who makes the Haunted Mansion as a wallpaper,
Hey!
is for horses.
Nay.
It's a real shame. I was actually hoping to get you to have Bright Idea on here because I wanted you to meet her. She likes puns.
I know.
You're the Raven.
We had a pun.
You're the Raven to her Starfire.
We had a pun off earlier.
Yeah, I know. That's what I used to do. I used to send her emojis and she'd just make puns out of it. Like, we did this video collab where that was just centering around eggs because I just sent her egg emojis because I have this weird fetish with it.
You can't see it on my character, but I just did an eyebrow raise.
All right.
It's the downside to PNG.
With that said, let's just continue here. We had trailers up the wazoo this week. Everywhere you looked, it was trailer, trailer, trailer. I'll see you in my trailer. Trailers up the wazoo. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a trailer park?
No, I was gonna say no, but it was a trailer park. It'd be more redneck. Is that racist? I don't know.
No.
I think it is. I think it is racist.
I mean, Twitch would consider the word redneck racist. Or bullying.
But what about that song by Redneck? Who sang Redneck Woman? Sheryl Crow?
No. I know who you're talking about. That song was played constantly in the 2000s. Ugh. High school flashbacks.
Yeah, because she's a redneck woman and not a high class. I can't remember the rest.
High class broad, product of my own creation. I say, hey y'all, handy haw, and I keep my Christmas lights on the front porch all year long, and I know all the words to every Charlie Daniels song. You want me to continue? I heard that song constantly in the 2000s.
I don't want you to continue. I had to listen to that friggin' thing. Like, we were listening to it was in one of those Now albums. Remember the Now?
Oh, no, sorry.
What number are they on right now?
Yeah, please tell me they did a 69 and they put noise underneath it.
All I know is I had the one that began with D12's My Band. And, okay, funny thing was, oh my god. So, wait, that's what I call music. They are on number
79.
Oh my god. I remember when Now 2 was out.
Oh god, I remember when original Now came out in like 1983.
Okay, so
damn.
Here's the deal. Now when freaking you've heard My Band by D12, right?
I think so, yes.
You know, those chicks don't even know the name of my band. That thing.
Yes.
It's literally one of those songs where you looked at Eminem, where you thought to myself, how did you Eminem pitch this to the band? I want to make a song about how I'm a complete and total dick to you guys. So I show that to Cruiser, right? And I say to him, okay, I want you to listen to this, and the moment Eminem starts singing in the chorus, I want you to resist laughing. So he's doing the whole thing, and then he goes, because these chicks don't even know. And like, we just burst out. I have to pull over the car because we both like burst out laughing on it. It's so bad. Oh, fuck you, Eminem. I don't like him.
It's okay.
I don't like M&Ms. But I love
Did you know?
But I love M&Ms. Oh.
Did you know one of the original colors for M&M was purple, and then they discontinued it?
Why?
I think it was because of dye availability and/or how bad the dye was. That, or it was the least popular M&M color.
I know. And we didn't get the brown M&M as a character until 2012.
We're talking about the actual candies, not the commercials. I would like them to bring back the purple M&M. Hashtag bring back the purple.
Bring back purple? Maybe it was because Skittles had to stole it or something just to differentiate from M&Ms. I always thought M&Ms and Skittles were the same thing. One was fruitier. I was a dumb kid.
I was gonna say, you would be one of those guys who would get the Reese's Pieces, the M&Ms, and the Skittles all in one container at a party and cause the chaos, wouldn't you?
I used to go to Christian school, and whenever I did something right, the teacher would reward us with one Skittle.
Seriously?
Yeah,
one.
She had like a whole like box full with Skittles, and she'd just reward us one.
One? At least my teacher gave me like a cookie.
It's Christian school. What do you expect? Anyway,
valid point.
Let's talk about these trailers here. So you can agree we had trailers all over the place.
Yes.
Trailers left, trailer right. Let's start with the one that was the big ticker. So here's what happened. Earlier on Tuesday, we have a trailer for The Matrix Reloaded. And then Thursday, the trailer came out for Matrix Reloaded.
Yay!
First of all, I love this poster. with just the white thing and the red pill and the blue pill.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw it, oh my god, do you even care?
I wonder if they're basically ignoring the last 2 movies of the series because the last 2 movies were kind of, sort of.
I don't know. A Matrix. The Matrix series. I've only seen the first one, but
Good.
yeah, but it was a long time ago. I legit do not remember anything that happened in that movie. So,
The Animatrix is pretty good.
oh yeah, I've heard good stuff about the Animatrix. The second and third one, I have no idea, but yeah, The Matrix Reloaded. Just my question is, here's my deal. Just there was actually a video taken of Keanu Reeves getting ice cream during the filming of that. And this was a time when Keanu Reeves was huge, right?
He's still huge.
Yeah, he's breathtaking. But yeah, so there's a girl, she's filming across the street, she's like, oh, there's Keanu Reeves, he's just sitting on the curb just eating ice cream. She's like, I want to approach him, but I don't want to bug him. So it ends with her and she gets a selfie with him. He's the best, the nicest guy. He was actually
He's really nice.
When he got that hit on E3, he actually did a thing where he did an interview while playing with puppies. There's a show online like that. I'm being serious.
I need Keanu Reeves playing with puppies in my life.
Yeah, man, Keanu Reeves. I'm already trying to get his hairstyle down.
Just grow it out.
Except when he looked.
Sorry.
Not to be confused with the one on Bill and Ted where he looked like Professor Snape.
Damn it! It's gonna do the Snape joke. I took it.
Did anybody? I couldn't have been the only one. Anyway, so the Matrix Reloaded. There's this. The only thing I'm just gonna say up front is there was this one thing where I'm sorry, the Matrix Resurrections. Hey, Jay Phoenix, what's up? I know you're in there. I'll get you here. So here's my question. There's a shot where he's in a bathtub, right?
Is it
He's
a nice
in
bathtub?
a bathtub, and he has a rubber duck on his forehead. And I'm thinking to myself, so who do you think it was? Was it Lana or Reeves that demanded that to be a thing?
I don't know, but I like the rubber duck on his head.
I don't know. It looks more like editing porn to me.
Shh. Most movies are editing porn.
No, editing porn is one of those movies that just the editor runs wild and you just want to see it for the effects and everything.
Day After Tomorrow.
One of my favorite examples is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
But I like that movie.
I know, it's a good movie. That doesn't just because it's editing porn doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Then you look at some of my least favorites, like Moulin Rouge. All right, let me explain. I don't hate Moulin Rouge. I haven't seen it, but I swear to God, the
editing is like someone's on ADHD.
Editing makes me want to take this switchblade and plunge it into my neck. I'm like, you have got to give it Ritalin.
It is basically crazy, stereotypical ADHD editing. I'm not going to deny it. I just like the music and the pretty.
Yeah.
And I hate the ending. Fuck the ending.
I don't know. I don't really speak to it. So yes, The Matrix Reloaded. Are you gonna see Resurrection?
You mean Resurrection?
Resurrection.
He said the E word.
Resurrection. That's that. There you go. You got the porno name. The Matrix Resurrection.
They don't do that for porn therapies anymore.
It's gonna star all the members of the YouTube group Res, the guys who react to movies drunk, and there's just gonna be them with erections. That's all it is.
How do you get an erection when you're drunk? It's actually really... Never mind!
You cannot... You don't know that. You do not know that. I saw that episode of The Simpsons.
I'm raising my eyebrow right now doing the oh really face. This is one problem when you do PNG. You can't read out. You can't see my facial expressions.
Yeah, you are. You're a box.
I'm not a box.
You look like Gaz from Invader Zim.
I can't believe you just compared me to her. The legend. Anyway,
let's bring a caller in here. JJ the jet plane.
I just had childhood trauma come back. Great.
Yeah, that was a Christian show. Could you believe that?
That was Christian?
JJ, you're on Ants.
Box.
See, even he agrees you're a box. Anyway.
I'm not a box.
Anyway, JJ, let's talk about this stuff here with the Matrix.
My headset's not working a little bit, but hold on, let me try to.
What? What?
His headset's not working. Give him a second.
Oh my god.
I understand bad techniques.
Hmm.
Now wave
Hold
your
on, I
hands.
can't hear you guys.
Can you hear
My
me
mic's
now?
not working.
JJ,
I
JJ,
get my head's
JJ.
not working. My headset's not working.
What if I
Don't
try?
eat
What if
the-
I try
Sorry,
ASMR?
Mimi.
I'll try ASMR.
No.
Hold on. Can I come back for you guys a little bit? I just need to switch real quick.
Sure.
I think my headset's not working a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Just let me know in the chat box.
Hello.
Is this working? Is this working? It
No.
looks like it's making you worse.
It's making me
Maybe I try hitting
uncomfortable. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is what I feel like when you're doing that.
ASMR is like my ASMR is. I have two ASMRs. Tommy was so playing video games and the Titanic sinking.
This is what it sounds like when you're doing that.
Like you're having a seizure.
Anxiety's going crazy.
Let's just
yes.
go on here. Let's talk about the trailer for Injustice. Okay, so I've been seeing trailers of this, like news about this on comicbook.com. I have not played the games. So
I have.
So I'm hoping. I was about to say, I'm like, please tell me she has. So anyway,
I own them.
Yeah. So let me tell you what happens in this trailer here. Now, Lois Lane goes missing and is taken by the Joker.
That's accurate.
And then he kills her and blows up the city of Metropolis.
Also accurate to what happens in the game.
I wonder how Superman took it.
Oh, Superman got so pissed he basically ripped his Joker's heart out.
Yeah, he gave him a good high five.
No, it was basically he was reenacting that scene in Temple of Doom. Kalimal.
Ah, Kalimal.
Kalimal.
You betrayed
Oh,
the shareholders.
Omnishabai, Omnishabai, Omnishabai.
I forgot that's the following line. Anyway, like, yeah. So Injustice,
It's a trip.
What did you think of the trailer for the movie?
I haven't seen the trailer for the movie because when I heard Injustice, I thought, oh, another game's coming out.
No,
No.
No, it's a show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, Is it animated or is it live action?
Animated.
Okay, there's hope for it yet.
What you see now is
Sorry.
Even the cover. We got Batman looking like he's about to bitch punch Superman while Wonder Woman's trying to hold back his punch.
That's actually accurate to the game.
So, like, I haven't played a lot of
The first
Injustice.
one.
What can you tell me about Injustice?
Okay, so basically what happens is I'm putting down my knitting. Yes, I'm knitting. Okay, so what happens in Injustice is basically Superman, the whole Lois Lane thing. We also find out Lois is pregnant with Superman's kid when
Ew.
she got killed. So he's double pissed,
Ew.
kills Superman, which basically causes this crazy ass rift where basically it's a power struggle and basically think semi-dictatorship with superheroes. Superheroes basically claim martial law and take over the planet.
Yikes. That's just...
And basically, there are superheroes like Batman and Green Arrow who gets killed in that universe that go underground and basically are wanting to stop Superman.
So
and
it's
what
like
they do...
So it's like Civil War, only if they took over the world.
Yeah, and then what happens is they go basically a timeline. They go back to the past to get past Batman before the events happen, and there's time travel involved because basically a time rift happens during a fight, which basically makes Green Arrow, Wonder Woman of this and a couple others from this universe go into the future where the crazy happens, and basically Batman of the future goes, "Listen, this shit went down. We need to take down Batman. Only problem is Green Arrow's dead, but your Green Arrow's alive, and we need to use him to basically unlock this special seal, which has the one thing that can kill Superman. And the only way to save the world is to kill Superman."
You can't kill Superman.
And Harley Quinn is a part of it, and there's a good percentage of Harley Quinn in the story.
Excellent.
It's kind of what you would expect, where Harley basically is on the side of good, then Joker from the past comes back because Joker died in that timeline, and basically she falls for Joker, but reality she didn't fall for Joker. She was basically helping the good guys in the end, and the Justice series is interesting when it comes to it, and I haven't played the second one yet. I need to. I know universe.
Okay.
But there's also comics set in that universe,
of
and it's
course.
actually
Yeah,
interesting.
I've heard of the comic book series. I've heard some good
Oh
stuff
yeah,
about it.
Harley Quinn and Black Canary are best friends.
Really? I thought she was banging Poison Ivy.
Best friends, not lovers.
No, they were lovers.
No. No, Harley Quinn is just friends with Black Canary,
Oh, I
not...
was talking about Poison Ivy. Never mind.
No, sorry, it's okay. That's the second game.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, Harley Quinn and basically Harley Quinn becomes friendly, not friendly, but friends with Green Arrow, and Green Arrow is like da 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 da. Black Canary's with Green Arrow again, and they had baby, and there's a whole thing, and there's a funny bit where Harley Quinn offers the new baby a muzzle. She goes, "Why?" She goes, "You may point out your superpowers." She goes, "Give me the muzzle."
Harley Quinn went through a weird like villains arc there. I'll say that. Like she went from villain to like anti-hero and everything like that. She's all over the place.
Yeah, she's anti-hero now in the main comics.
JJ wants to try again.
Let's try this.
JJ,
we
the
can
jerk
do this.
plane, you're on.
We killed him.
JJ.
No.
JJ.
How
the jerk plane.
I remember
That's
Tommy
him!
the Tooth. I remember Tommy the Tooth. No one remembers that one.
Timmy the Tooth.
Timmy, sorry.
Timmy the Tooth. Concert the Cruiser.
Yes, your Lord and Master is here.
Shut the fuck up, Cruiser. Anyway, how you doing?
Just finished an easy day at work, so that's good.
Kat's here, and she's a PNG.
Well, thank you for saying I'm a PNG, not a JPEG like PNG. Hello.
You look pissed off in that in the corner images there.
Which one? I'm pissed off at
Whoa.
all of them. Yeah, that's me in jail, and that's me with knife. I needed to fill up the blank space. It was bothering me.
Okay, so whose throat did you slit this time?
No one's. I promise.
It was Kuma, wasn't it? I knew it. That's why he's not here. You killed him. Go figure.
No. Yes, I killed Kuma so I could become a permanent member of the stream.
Yeah, she said, Kuma's not sleepy enough. There you go. Okay, so let's go on to the next one here. This next one was weird. I didn't even know this was coming out. It was a trailer for something called Ron's Gone Wrong. Starring Ron Weasley.
You mean Rupert Grint?
I don't know. So, what this is, it's like, the best way I can describe it is like a kid-friendly version of iRobot. So these people have these androids, which, I'm just going to say up front, I know this thing's adorable and huge, but let's just face it, I'm just going to say it up front, this thing is a ripoff of Baymax.
Hello, I am Baymax.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's freaking, there's no comparing it. It's Baymax.
But is it friend? Oh, they're on 109 on Now That's What I Call Music. I misread.
Oh my god.
How do you make 109 of these?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Cruiser has all 109 on his shelf.
Now That's What I Call Music volume.
Now that's what I call a pissed off Cruiser.
I just imagine Cruiser now doing a series of basically rating the Now That's What I Call Music.
Oh, that's not. That's nothing. Kids Bop is worse, but what I thought was funny is that someone tried doing a Kids Bop version of WAP.
I've seen it.
No,
I've seen it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear that song again. It was too crazy.
But rather than have it mean wet ass pussy, they had stand for Wings and Pizza.
Anyway,
you need some Wings and Pizza.
So anyway, in this movie, basically everybody has gone from smartphones to these little robot guys.
Oh, so like Chobits.
Yeah, they're like these little custom robot guys, and this kid gets a defective one that everybody's trying to get because it's defective and kind of like more like I can't remember much of it. It's kind of a dumb looking movie for me. It might be good, but I don't know. But yeah, the kid gets his own, and it runs amok, and everybody's trying to get his hands on it. It's like this one little. It's like. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this movie anymore. I just can't remember anything of it. It was just too off the walls.
It basically has the code. It either is like Chobits and basically can make every of those little robots sentient and have their own set of mind and no longer be used as objects, which will cause the robot uprising. I look demonic talking about this, and I really regret you guys not being able to see it.
Let's move on to the stuff. Aquaman, King of Atlantis.
Yes, Jason Momoa.
No, it's a new show, animated show that's going to be coming on DC Universe or HBO, and I'm going to say up front, I looked at the thing. It's basically like one of those like satirized, animated, over the top cartoon versions of Aquaman, but the animation Cruiser, you saw the trailer for this, right?
No. Remember, I don't watch superhero movies.
No, it's not a movie, it's a show, but because the animation looked like something you'd see
It's
on
still superheroes!
Well, the animation looked like something you'd see on Adult Swim. It's like really weird. Like a modern day Adult Swim show where like everything's like all bright and weird and colorful.
So kind of like when they were trying to do Thundercats, that new version of Thundercats we don't speak of.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah,
But less
it's not
child friendly.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of child friendly. I can't really get a good gauge on it. It was like it's just like it looks like a funny show. It looks okay. It looks funny. It looks like something that kids might like. There's a lot of adult. There's some jokes in there that can be for adults and kids. It's like it was okay.
It might have hope.
Yep.
No, I'm just sitting here going, does anyone remember when Aquaman decided, because of Aquaman's reputation, they decided to make Aquaman badass and basically chop his own hand off and replaced it with a hawk?
That happened, yeah, it did. Aquaman,
What?
King of Atlantis, where the cutscenes are Gary's mod.
God, not that game.
So let's talk about some video game trailers that came out.
Yay! My domain.
I want to kind of point out here that I didn't really get a chance to see the trailer for God of War yet. I did see the screenshots and the characters look amazing. I love the inspiration for Thor, by the way.
I love Thor. He actually looks like he doesn't look like a bodybuilder. He looks like a strength trainer, and he does powerlifting. I just wish he had a little bit more body hair, because I know guys from that region. They be hairy. Why does he not have chest hair? Why is he so keen on his chest hair?
I like how she's the one who'd know this.
What? No, what?
You've seen men quite a bit, have you?
Hi, I'm an artist. I have to look at men frequently for life drawings.
Sure, that's the excuse.
Actually, it is. You want to see my portfolio?
No!
Here, you want to see mine? You do.
You're rated mature, right?
I can imagine. I'm going to imagine Cruiser lying on his bed like this, and she's like drawing him like, dude, you're like art on cave paintings.
He's like, paint me like one of your French mates.
Paint me!
Okay.
He has the foot and everything. Paint me! Paint me now!
I just want you guys to know right here, right now, painting someone like one of your French girls is not as sexy like it is in the Titanic, okay?
Yeah, it really wasn't.
It
wasn't even meant to be sexy. It was just a request.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, it's so hot and sexy. I'm like, yeah, you're staying in one position, freezing cold and awkward. You can't move, and you might get hand cramps.
To be fair,
that was hot.
To be fair, in
Case
the room,
closed.
To be fair, in that scene in the movie, they did have a fireplace.
Oh.
And that was the first time I ever saw a pair of boobs on the silver screen. Like,
yeah,
whoa.
I saw it in 3D.
I will say I did see Wreck-It Ralph in 3D, and when we saw that one badass female character and with the breastplate coming right up to the camera, it's like, okay, you guys know what you're doing.
Okay,
Yep.
So let's talk about some of the other video games that came out. First one, Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. What can't be said about it?
I haven't even played the other Spider-Man games.
I'm wanting a pizza mini game like the other Spider-Man 2 game. That's
have
all
that.
I want.
I have that game, but yeah, the fact that they're bringing in Kraven the Hunter and Venom as enemies,
It's exciting.
Also, these graphics, like, look at this. Look at Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Look at them. They look beautiful.
Where are the photos? Where are the pictures?
They're in the... Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's on
tell you-
Twitch.
No, yeah, I kept forgetting. I just realized I forgot to put them all in the ants chat. I mean, if you play as Spider-Man and Miles Morales, what more do I even need to say? Miles Morales is the best.
Is the game good? That's what you have to say.
Of course it's good.
Well,
Are you sure about that?
You know,
we all had high hopes for video games, but
did you not play the last one, dude?
yeah, the first Spider-Man was great. The
Yeah,
web slinging mechanics were actually
yeah, it's
good.
a masterpiece.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with a lot of Spider-Man games. Minus the original Spider-Man 2 from something or other. I can't remember what PlayStation it was. When it comes to web slinging techniques, when it comes to video games, there hasn't been good web slinging physics. He's frozen.
Yes.
I think we killed Cruiser.
The graphics were so good, it took him out of this world.
Oh my
Oh
god!
god, oh yeah.
Cruiser broke. Cruiser
I'm
broke.
gonna take a screenshot of him right now. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah,
But that looks good though.
I mean, White Swing mechanics were good in the Spider-Man 2 game. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it had a Stan Lee cameo, for God's sake. Sorry, Cruiser's a little crate. Cruiser, you're frozen. Cruiser.
Cruiser's now a bunch of dots.
No, he isn't.
On my screen he is, because I had to click to see the Miles Morales.
One sec. If you go to the Ants chat, are you able to go to the Ants chat?
Oh yeah, I'm in the Ants chat.
Yeah, it's right above us, that's why.
Yeah, the click link screen. I was clicking that, and I was looking.
Oh.
Ooh, Miles Morales.
Oh, I put in that one by accident. I meant to put the in the Ants chat. Shit.
I don't have the Ants chat.
Oh,
but I have this chat.
It's right below. Hold on. I am really getting off the rocker for this one. I'm just gonna invite you to it. So, hold on. I just gotta look up Cat.
Hi.
She's not the cat that says meow. There you go. Anyway, so
Yan.
It's the one where the last picture was, I'm going to tell my kids that this is George Washington.
Okay. Hold on.
There he goes.
Uh-oh. He died.
Come back, Zinc.
Come back. Come back, pony. Stay gold, pony
Cruiser,
boy. Stay
Cruiser,
gold.
are you back? Cruiser, are you back?
Yeah, my computer just froze on me.
Of course.
Sorry,
wait, yeah, if you look at I'm going to put in the Ants chat for you so you can see it. These graphics look fucking amazing. Look at these graphics.
I'm seeing a graphic of George Washington.
Yeah, that's what I made last week.
I don't see George Washington.
I gotta add you to it. Hold on, I gotta make sure you get the.
Because I'm in the server.
I know.
I mean, it looks great. Don't get me wrong, but don't know if I still don't know if I'm gonna play the game.
I mean, like in the last game they even were able to get a Stan Lee cameo. It was really cool.
Well, they're not gonna get one this time.
Yeah, unless they have any
Were you gonna say necromancy powers or that cool program that basically can make you say stuff?
I was gonna say past recorded audio. I mean, let's face it. If he was alive and what if he would have been the Watcher?
Yeah. May
he rest in peace. Anyway, so yeah, but the gameplay from what I did get to play a little bit with my sister's boyfriend's on his PS4. I tried the game for about, and within 5 minutes, oh my God, swinging around as Spider-Man in that city
is good.
You know when you guys know when that first cut you take into a piece of construction paper with a pair of scissors?
Ah.
No.
This is a crafter thing, apparently. Okay. Do you know when you unwrap a DVD and you do it perfectly in one go?
I know that battle.
But you know that
very
feeling?
well.
That beautiful feeling when you unwrap it?
In just one go, and you don't have to do it in multiple pieces?
And you can get that security tag off on the first try.
Yeah.
Without a knife.
That is swimming. I'm sorry, swinging as Spider-Man. Spider-Man can't swim.
I mean, yeah, he can't.
I just, for me, I just hope the game is just not some giant fetch quest.
Oh, it's not. I mean, you remember the Batman Arkham games?
Yes.
That's kind of like what they went for, but except for Spider-Man. And
lighter.
But lighter. Batman Arkham Light, if you will. But a good light, not like a light beer light.
No, I mean, Batman was really heavy in that game.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like punching wise?
No,
yeah.
I mean he looked like he weighed like a ton. Not because he was fat, I meant because of all the armor he had on. Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man. He's got like that really smooth speed on. Spider-Man's just eating everything right now. That's how awesome he was. Like, I'm still watching that trailer.
Yeah.
So he's basically Spider-Ham.
No.
No.
No. My hands are wet.
Cruiser doesn't.
That's what.
Cruiser is not appreciating of the Spider-Mans.
Oh,
Cruiser.
You would enjoy talking to my boyfriend Devin. He is a huge Spider-Man fan, and I just Spider-Man's.
I'm a fan of have you shown him Italian Spider-Man?
I haven't yet because I'm trying to find it.
Oh my God! It's
is
on
that
YouTube.
The one?
I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen Larry the Cable Guy Spider-Man, but
have I showed you Italian Spider-Man?
Me or him?
Both of you.
No.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Italian spider. The scene where he's playing
What
the
about-
trumpet.
What about the Japanese Spider-Man that's basically going ham on with a hammer?
Wow. Japanese Spider-Man's insane. Okay, but no, let's get back on topic here. There's another game that was coming out. I'm just gonna give it a brief thing. The Wolverine game. It looks okay. I mean, like, I couldn't
Really show very much, so I can't say anything.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
can't judge. I just want to know, did they get Steve Blum to redo his voice as Wolverine? Because he used to be the go-to guy for Wolverine.
Oh, Steve Blum, please be my ASMR.
Yes.
Be
No,
my
he-
ASMR, fucking Spike. Come on.
I was talking about him on my stream earlier today, and I was talking about how Steve Blum was the go-to guy for Wolverine, and I'm sitting here going, as long as they do that, I'm good. And if they ever do a Spawn game, bring back Keith David. God dang it!
I'm gonna say up front here. I just noticed it now. Spike and
What?
Midoriya have the same haircut.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
Majima,
Yeah, Evan.
sheesh, and Majima and Tenya Ida have the same haircut too. Did
Fuck.
you ever notice that?
Fuck. Anyway, let me just let's go on to that next one here. Knights
Third
of the
person I probably
Knights
know that.
of the Old Republic remake. Good God, Darth Revan, get in my goddamn jeans. You're fucking cool.
Now let's pretend I forgot who Dark Revan was. Did he
Darth
just
Revan.
admit that?
You've seen Darth Vader. Darth
Yes.
Revan is often considered to be the best Sith Lord ever there. His story is amazing. His abilities are amazing. By God.
I just want dual sabers. I just want Darth Maul sabers. That's all I want.
No, his lightsaber. I don't want to spoil too much, but yes, Knights of the Old Republic, the remake. I cannot wait to see where that goes.
I'm curious about it.
Yeah, considering how well that game is, all we need now is
What's-
a remake of The Force Unleashed, and then we're good. Funny thing is,
Oh yeah, that's the one I was trying to remember. Like, what's that one Star Wars game that basically you could do good or evil, and you could customize your freaking lightsabers, and you got
there-
killed in the end?
well, that wasn't canon. You were cloned later on.
Yeah, cloned.
That was never finished. That used to be canon, but you know.
And then the sequel came out.
Yeah, the sequel was okay.
Yeah, I need to
Story-
get The Force Unleashed if it ever gets remade.
I played Jedi Academy and I hate the controls.
Isn't that the one that's on the Kinect?
No, that's Star Wars Connect.
Oh.
Anyway, with that said, with trailers, everything looks.
I'm
we have-
Solo. I'm Han Solo. That'll be the defining moment in Harrison Ford's career.
Huh? That wasn't even Harrison Ford!
Dude, seeing Emperor Palpatine dance to Dead Mouse's ghosts and stuff.
Was
That's how he survived, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck the cloning thing Disney said. That's how he survived. He just spent the time at the Death Star just dancing to Dead Mouse, man. Anyway,
He has racetrack. I'm jealous.
let's talk about something else here. First of all, let's talk about why Venom is pissing me off.
What did Venom do to you this time?
Okay, Cruiser, you've been hearing me rant about this for a while. Let's go down the timeline, shall we? Shall we? Shall we?
There, Cruiser, is there an actual timeline? Is he gonna break up charts now? Is there a whiteboard he's about to show us?
Okay,
That implies I was paying attention.
let's start with what began here. Venom was originally supposed to release, was originally meant to release in October 2020. The world was on
Then-
fire. So,
Yes.
yeah. Then it was announced it was going to open up sometime this October. But then it was moved to January of 2022. And now it's being released in October 1st. Good
2022.
fucking God. No, October 2021.
Oh, I know why. Halloween! Money!
No, there is a reason why.
What's the reason?
I found an article on Variety.com that says this was pushed shortly after what happened with Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is still grossing so much money. It is still the most popular movie in theaters right now that they're trying to ride off that success.
That makes sense.
Granted, it makes sense. They're both Marvel movies. Whatever. I'm not going to go there, but like... Or like diss anybody on that, but like...
Evan.
What? Cruiser?
You cut
You'll
out.
never say anything bad about something. I mean, we try to get you to say something to acknowledge the bad doings of the Rick and Morty fandom, and you wouldn't say a thing. As if there's a bunch of
Wait,
Ricks
stop.
and Mortys
What are
outside
you
your door.
talking about? What is
We're
this
making a joke about how you don't say anything, how you won't say anything bad. I think that's what we're trying to get
never
for.
said anything
Yes.
bad. I was just saying that Shang-Chi has been doing fantastic.
Yeah, and you said like you won't say anything negative, period, dude.
He's a positivity panda. Don't
Yeah.
question him.
Yeah, it's like
I will because even Finn the Pony gets moments of anger.
There's
But
nothing-
quick detour though, it's actually Finn the Pony's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday to him.
Yeah, happy birthday to Finn.
Finn the Pony.
Who's Finn
Nay.
the Pony?
He's a friend of ours.
He's a very well-known personality in the Brony fandom,
Ah,
And
the
and
friend
he is
that I
someone
have.
who we have. He was on our show as a guest host not too long ago, and September 12th is in fact his birthday.
Ah,
Yay!
the Brony fandom.
He
I
also-
have no qualms with
He also does a lot of like cartoon anime commentating. He's really good. He's a good dude.
them.
But yeah,
That's-
this was pushed shortly after the success of Shang-Chi, and my guess they're trying to ride the rings on that one.
Did you just say ride the ring?
Superman 64. Yeah, the Superman 64 rings.
Yeah, but Shang-Chi actually is good. So,
See, she
Yeah.
agrees with me, you jackass. Come on.
see, it's a good movie. I liked it. It's pretty.
I didn't say anything bad about the movie. I was just trying to make a
Then why
joke.
did you just throw that cynicism at me that said I like everything?
Because honestly, I was trying to see if I could make some sort of a joke because I am not into superheroes at all. It is just not my thing.
Yeah,
It's like us
my
trying
dream
to-
project then. Ha! Anyway, so let's go.
I was gonna say it's like us trying to do a sports joke amongst our family who likes sports.
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe
Evan
I need,
doesn't
maybe
do
I
that
need to throw in a band. Hold on a second. I know how I can fix this.
Lip biscuits.
Shang.
Biscuit.
Venom. Let there be
Oh,
carnage.
I still remember the Limp Bizkits joke that Even Stevens did. Do you remember that? Basically, this was at the height of the Nookie single,
Oh,
and on the show Even Stevens on Disney, this mother walks into her daughter's room and is like, "Hi, I'm just looking for like something to actually pump me up for this workout." So she's going through her scenes, goes,
Actually,
the Limp Bizkits.
Cruiser.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry to interrupt there. We never even thought of this.
What?
Is Carnage Rules going to be on the soundtrack?
Probably not.
Let's see.
yeah.
Let there be
Oh, I
Carnage
was going to
soundtrack.
I was gonna say in my D&D Discord we have
not
we have
seeing
one of those
anything
we have a rolling bot. His name is Fred Durst. We call him Fred Durstbot
Fred Durst.
because he keeps rolling,
Fred
rolling,
Dursty.
rolling.
Fred's Dursty. Is that's what I like to say. That's what I like to say. Whenever I always made a joke with my friends, or I forgot. I think it was Dwan. Like, you think whenever Fred Durst wants something to drink, he says, "I'm Dursty."
Yes, yes. Give me some Limp
Fred's
Biscuits.
Dursty.
Give me some Limp Biscuits. I'm hungry. I'm sorry, Limp Biscuits is not a thing you should have if you're cooking, kids.
Biscuits
Remember,
are
it needs to...
delicious.
No, but you can't have them limp because if they're limp, they're not baked all the way.
Yeah, I call them like Bimp Discuits.
You know, like one of the original names for the band was actually going to be like Dick Slits.
What?
Because, but hold on, there was a method to the madness. He wanted a very unattractive sounding name to make people stop and go, huh? Because that's when you have them.
I mean, that's why I made a joke saying I'm going to call my next punk rock band Festering Anus Boil, but that doesn't mean anything.
Really? My future band's name was Bigfoot is Yellow. So, yeah.
No, that was my punk rock band. I have different names for different band genres.
All right, so
I'm going to have to make a list of like the 10 most dumbest band names.
number 1, Bigfoot is Yellow. Anyway,
That's not a band.
it will be one day.
But there is a band called I Wrestled a Bear Once. And they featuring the hit single, and I'm not kidding here, It Tastes Like Kevin Bacon.
Do it, Cruiser. Do you like the worst band names? Give Watch Mojo a run for their money.
God.
And-
Did you know Watch
Good
Mojo?
music. That's the thing. Good music, bad band names.
Yes.
like I'll never get to. I used to work at Walmart at one point, and I was browsing. I was trying to straighten up all the CDs, and I came across this one band. And like, I have to hear this. I scan it. I'm listening to it, and my boss, the store manager, goes, "Justin, are you shopping?" I went, "No, I just heard this. I just read this band name, and I had to hear this for myself." What's it called? Morning Wood. Okay, you win this one.
Okay.
Did they have a song about waking up in the morning?
Oh my god. I remember the you guys know about the Jonestown incident?
Yep.
Okay, so there actually was a Jim Jones has had a record out for the People's Temple.
Oh god.
And the first song is called the Welcome Song. And it's just these kids singing like this whole welcome, welcome all of you. And I have a comment on there saying, this sounds like one of those songs that will be sung by a little girl in a horror trailer, only it's like slowed down.
Just like It's a Small World.
I guess.
Fun fact, I was stuck on that ride once.
Nice.
You poor soul.
I know all the lyrics and I can't get them out of the head. Not enough Finnish heavy metal can get it out of my brain.
Wait. Which part of the hold on a second. Which part of the ride were you stuck at?
I think I know it was English speaking. That's why they.
Oh, I was about to say if you were stuck in like one of the other like one of the foreign lands there, that's actually more impressive actually.
No, it was the English speaking zone. I'm sorry.
Speaking of non-English, let's travel to Italy for a second because Kuma sent me this article. I really wanted to spotlight because these guys, what they did is incredible. Okay, so Kuma shared this article with me. So there's this guy in Italy named Nicholas Gentile.
Yes.
It's spelled Gentile. I'm just going to assume it's Gentile. He's 37 years old and a pastry chef from somewhere in eastern Italy. So the guy notices that the countryside he lives in, it's called Abruzzo, looks exactly like the one from Lord of the Rings. So with this inspiration, him and a bunch of his friends went on a quest starting on August 27th, where they marched 300 kilometers, dressed like the characters from Lord of the Rings, to, I can't pronounce this right, I'm sorry, Chieti, I'm gonna say, Chidi?
Chitty bang bang?
Yeah, to Apennine, just to throw a ring into the famous volcano Mount Vesuvius. He documented this whole thing on his Instagram, otherwise _myhobbitlife, all one word _, where you can see pictures from his journey. Again, these guys, I'm just gonna say this again. They took a 300 kilometer quest. It took a week to do, just to drop a ring into Mount Vesuvius.
Yes. I got hungry.
Did you see the But did you see the latest AVGN?
Hold on, no, Cruiser. I'm sorry. I gotta hold this on here. And yes, I did see it, and I love that he got what he did. So here's the deal. The whole experience, like I said, it took a week to arrive at their destination, and then another week to get back. Now, according to this guy, he runs a project called the Gentle Project, or Gentile, I guess, which aims to turn the Shide countryside into a pseudo-shire in attempts to gain tourism.
I like this already.
Yeah, if this quest does not give that thing full attention, I don't know what will, because I just want to give bravos to that guys for making that quest just to do that.
Yeah, and also to be perfectly... Sorry.
Like, Mr. Gentile, you clever bastard, I swear to God.
I would take my hat off to you, but I do not have a hat on.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about with AVGN, in the latest episode, he actually does throw a video game into lava.
Actual
for
lava?
Real.
Yeah, he got a guy.
For real.
Yeah, he was able to find a guy, he sent him the game, and he got footage of him jumping in lava.
Oh, what game?
Green Dog.
Ah, worth it. No, I was going to say, if they actually can make a pseudo-shire in Italy, it would be a whole lot cheaper than going to the one in fucking New Zealand, all I'm saying. God!
Like, the thing with that is, like, it's really cool. Like, imagine this was, like, a ploy for... If these guys don't get a cameo on that Lord of the Rings Netflix series, I don't know what will make them. But, like, yeah, I wanted to give those guys a little shout-out here just for how friggin' awesome that is, that they did this.
That does
Watch,
like
one episode of the Netflix series is going to be 2 hours long.
Just to leave the Shire. Just to leave the Shire.
Shire. Well, it's supposed to be based off of the Salmonella Fitzgerald.
Just don't show my dad this thing. That's all I'm going to say.
Frodo, get out
and
the fucking boat!
Okay, I'm going to tell Kat the story.
All right, I'm just
Now-
gonna go over here and drink something. Where's my Switch?
Okay, just make sure nothing is in your mouth when we get to the end here. Okay, now everyone in my family loves fantasy. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Dark Crystal, Last Unicorn, Labyrinth, you name it. Everybody except my father. What? My dad has zero imagination and zero suspension of disbelief. But he knew my siblings wanted to see Return of the King, so he took them. But he did not anticipate how long the movie was. So my dad is sitting there bored out of his mind. And after so many fake out endings, it finally reaches the end. Frodo is saying goodbye to everyone. He's going to take off in a boat, and those end credits are going to roll. But he is taking forever. So my dad stands up and yells, Frodo! Get out of the fucking boat!
Did he do it right when he was kissing Sam?
I don't know.
Stop making out with Sam and get on the damn boat.
God, those two are the best of friends.
We know they're the best of friends. They can make out.
And when Evan met Elijah Wood at MegaCon, I said, "Dude, I was going to be in Seattle, but I said to Evan, I'm going to record a message telling him the story, and I want you to play it for him."
Did you play it?
And yes, he did. What? And when it gets to the end, Evan tells me that he just went, "Yes."
Yeah,
now I did get to tell, and I did get to tell Sean Astin the story too. Sam the Wise. I did get to tell him the story, and I will never forget seeing that little ball of spit leaving his lip when I got to the end. Everyone at his table was cracking up with this. I'm guessing apparently everyone thought that scene went on for too long.
Everybody did, man.
I remember once when I was like super, super, super sick, right? I was like, okay, I'm sick. I need to stay in bed for a long period of time. Grabs my extended cut Lord of the Rings movies. Okay, I'll watch these. I'll fall asleep to some beautiful scenery porn and go to sleep.
You'll fall asleep to porn.
Hey, Cruiser, let's get her some break. My AMSR is the Titanic sinking. Hers is beautiful porn. I'm not gonna judge.
Actually, my ASMR for sleeping is totally different. Anyway, no, so I start up the movie. I remember at the beginning, we're at the party. I wake up. Frodo's not getting on the damn boat. So I'm like, no, it was the extended cut of the first one. So I was like, I was asleep. I woke up and the party split. Like, how long was I asleep? Grabs DVD case, sees how long the movie was. That long.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about. I'm sorry, go on.
I need to tell you this one last story of my dad, because we had the woman on our show a few years ago, but this wasn't the first time my dad's mouth kind of got him into trouble. But basically, this I think this was actually before all of this, but I was going to Spooky Empire one year, and they were going to have a zombie actress from The Walking Dead there. Now, I thought this was interesting because I had met plenty of actors from the show, but never a zombie actor. So I went to her Facebook page and I asked her name was Sonia Thompson, how much was she charging for an autograph? And she said, autographs were 10, photographs are free as long as it's your camera. And then my dad replies to her, whatever she's charging, it's too much. Like, Jesus Christ! And
$10 for an autograph is actually kind of cheap for autographs, to be perfectly honest.
Well, here's the thing. My dad does not believe these people should be charging for autographs. He finds that insulting. And then she reads him what I call the Convention Riot Act. She goes, Mr. Sprower, I am not a high-end celebrity. I'm not even being paid to be there. I gotta pay for my own gas, food, lodging, and all those and all those pictures and shirts you see at my table, I gotta pay to make and hope to God I even break even. and my dad's reading this laundry list of details, and he goes, "Oh."
Can I borrow a copy of that whenever someone tells me I was charging too much whenever I sell my art? I sell my art for like $5, and they're like, that's too much for a 6x9 piece of artwork.
You do realize that, do they realize that
I'm
this is not a
underselling.
machine printing that?
Yeah,
Alright.
no, it's like,
But then suddenly, years later, we actually had her on the show. And the second question, I go, now I have told our audience the story of how Yoon and I ended up as friends. Before I can even finish the question, she starts laughing. And I just said, was part of you a little miffed at my dad, or did you think it was someone who just doesn't know the business? And to her credit, she said, it was really a case of someone who just does not know the business of convention and acting. Yeah, she was in The Walking Dead, but she was just a heavily featured zombie. So, yeah, of course she's not, like her gas, food, and lodging is not going to be paid for. She, was not, a star.
yeah.
So, of course, you're going to be considered a low-tier guest. So good on her. And for a Christmas present, I had her sign a photo to my dad that said, "One more outburst like that and you're walker bait."
Ooh, Jesus.
Which zombie was she? Was she the half zombie, bicycle zombie, or whatever they call it?
Actually, no. Well, I'm trying to think. Do I have her picture up on my wall? I'm not
Time's running
seeing
out
it.
for Toho
But
Pharmonics.
but basically, like, she was used in a lot of advertising for the show. Whenever, basically, they got 8 people to put in zombie makeup and take pictures of, and they used her image in magazines, DVD sleeves, and merchandise.
Oh,
And
I understand now.
yeah, and she, she even teaches zombie acting classes now.
Anyway, I'm just gonna make this one quick here because it was the big talk of the week. This week we got a little bit of a message from an old friend just a couple days ago. Us growing up with the show Blue's Clues, Steve Burns coming out of there and just talking to us, just giving us, saying how proud he is of everything we've done. I know just everything he said there. So what?
Doesn't even know my name.
Listen,
I remember,
someone's proud of me. I'm happy.
I remember him saying, he comes up there and talks about how he had to leave for college and everything. And he's like, yeah, I understand there, but look at you. You've accomplished a lot of things as well. I know there's a lot in this world, student loans, hard stuff going on here, but still, you're doing great. And I just want to say I'm really proud of everything you've done. And then before he leaves, like, you look nice today. Whatever you're doing, just keep that up. Now, I remember Cruiser telling me a story. When Blue's Clues was rebooted, they do a scene where he makes a cameo with Joe. Joe owns a present store, and Steve solves mysteries. The thought of Steve solving murder mysteries is just hilarious to me. So, I remember Cruiser said, there's a scene where he's like, hey, can I talk to my friend for a moment? And Josh, like, holds it up to the thing. He's like, hey, how you doing? Josh is new to this. Can you guys help him out? And I remember Cruiser saying he saw that scene. And his reaction is like, he remembers me.
Same here.
I said that was a comment that I saw in the comments section. But yeah, it was a very touching thing. Someone said he didn't forget me.
Yeah, Steve knew that there were adults that watch Blue's Clues that are watching this with their kids right now online. So he knew that they were watching too, because they were the ones that kind of drove their kids most likely towards it. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was really interesting. He was actually on the Tonight Show just recently. In wake of everything, it was really interesting just on the stuff. But yeah, Cruiser, you go on.
Yeah, but I could see what they were doing here because, like, normally, like, you always hear like kids kind of talking back to the host, but in this instance, when Steve was like talking to the people at home through the phone, you could tell that they did not have any like voiceover, like kids shouting to the people at home, because they knew that scene was strictly for older fans of the show.
Yeah,
and
even Joe came in and gave us that stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was actually very clever for that. And then they did that Pride episode. Oh, okay, God.
Here's the deal. Blue's Clues. There was one person I don't really get. Hold on a second here. What I wonder is.
Baby paprika. That's what you don't get. Yeah, I didn't get it either.
Anyway, here's the deal.
No, Sage.
First of all, Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, best interracial couple. Second of all, what did they do with Kevin?
Kevin?
Okay,
Who's Kevin?
If you don't know, in the UK they had a completely different host. His name was Kevin.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Someone told me about it
What did
once.
they do with Kevin? Was he ever in the reboot or anything?
No, he wasn't ever in that because think of it like different universes. Their universe has Kevin. Our universe had Steve.
Yeah, they had.
And
So
Joe.
yeah, they had a completely different host. It was just a British dude named Kevin. He was like this dude here. I remember when Blue's Clues was getting rebooted and everybody wanted PBG to be the host.
I remember someone was no. I remember they decided going. We're going to do an open audition. Anyone can audition to be the new host. You're looking at a girl who actually legitimately looked up to see where they were doing auditions and actually considered being the next host because she's like, I want there to be it's not like I want a woman to be on there. I want someone like me on a TV show in a positive light, you know, in a cane and large and autistic and all that jazz and just be like, hi. And then my mom goes, that means you have to be nice to children for the rest of your life. Okay, maybe not. Because my mom was like, I love what you're thinking, but remember, that means you're a child host now and you can't do that art you enjoy doing.
But yeah, Steve Burns, thanks for taking that moment just to say hi to us. I know you're probably not watching this one, but
did anybody see his video clip when he appeared on some YouTube channel called The Moth, I think it's called?
No, I didn't.
He talks about how he was stood up on a date.
Oh my god.
Or someone, yeah. Basically, he, like, to him, like, Blue's Clues was just a job.
Right.
But then suddenly he became one of People Magazine's most eligible bachelors. And, excuse me?
Excuse me? Huh?
And then suddenly...
I don't blame him. He lives in a cartoon house. Give him a...
and then suddenly, but turns out Nickelodeon kept a lot of fan mail away from him. You know, stuff that was from the ladies. And then, but however, one did make it to his desk, and it included an 8x10 glossy photo of her, and he just kind of hung on his door. Thought it was pretty cool. Said that she was a Playboy model, and next thing you know, he gets a knock on his door from the animators, and they go, "You have to call her for us."
Why?
Because those are his people. You know, they're nerds. He's a nerd. Those are basically, the crowd he always hung out with. And so, he calls her up. They meet up for a date. He opens the door, and she has giant fake tits, and she is rather tall, and he's not. So he's kind of like coming in under the radar.
Steve did look like a rather short dude.
Yeah.
And they get in his car, and she goes, "I thought you'd be taller." And he goes, and he's like, "So did I." And as they're leaving her cul-de-sac, he sees a few blue balloons on mailboxes. He gets to the third one, has a bunch of paw prints on it, and said, "You just figured out Jonathan's birthday." And in his car, right at that moment, he had a bunch of toys and the outfit from the show. And he goes, "Believe it or not, this is the only game you got, man. You might as well take it." And he looks at the girl and goes, "Do you mind?" It's like, "No, this will be great." And sure enough, they pull over. He gets, in his costume. He's got a box full of toys. And he just walks right to the backyard. Goes, "Hey, who's Jonathan? Happy birthday." And the parents are freaking out. The kids are losing their minds. And she interferes like, "No, it's okay. I'm your neighbor. We were going on a date. He thought he'd surprise them." And then suddenly they do this. They made this kid stay. The parents are thrilled. And they go out to dinner. And some guy sees him and he goes, "That's Steve from Blue's Clues. And he's with an escort."
What?
And Steve's like, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly what this looks like. Yes."
I just want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, the story could end here, but you're dealing with the concert cruiser here, so continue. Just do it.
So they're
Just
at
tell
dinner.
The rest of the story.
they're at dinner, but she's rather mean and nasty. Like, she doesn't like the food. She picked out the restaurant. And then suddenly they go back to his place.
Oh, God.
And she goes, I'm also a stripper. How about you sit down in your thinking chair while I do my dance?
Nope.
Like, okay. So, and like, even the animators in the back of his head are going, keep going, man, keep going. And she takes off her clothes, and her breasts just did not look good. He said they look like boobs designed by Dr. Seuss. And she goes, sing that song about the mail.
No! No! Stopping you right now.
You need to
Please.
stop. You
Stop.
need to stop.
Stop.
Ladies and
Stop.
gentlemen, we'll be right back with Hooked on Harmonics. Just We now join you with the Concert Cruiser's Hooked on Harmonics, where he's going to be singing you the Mail Time song.
Here's the mail that never fails and makes me. Greetings, Nation. Welcome back to Hooked on Harmonics on the Concert Cruiser, and we are going back to Horrorwood, people. That's right. It's more Ice Nine kills. Now I know I did one last time, but this new single of theirs blew me away because I thought it was going to be about Poltergeist. Turns out it was about Resident Evil. Oh my god! And these guys actually combined both the first movie and the games as well. There's references to both in there. Now, sound-wise, this I was really impressed because they tried to mimic the score from the first movie, which, for those who don't know, was done by Marilyn Manson. So they actually got that in there, as well as captured the vibe of the soundtrack. By soundtrack, I mean like the CD. And the echoey vocal tone reminds me of the movie or playing the game where you're running down a hallway or you're in a giant room and you're telling your friends to fire at will. And the music video replicates the movie as well. Like, the jam space kind of makes you feel just people up. They got the lights there in the background. You got plenty of zombies that are shooting, and it is an adrenaline power. Like, this sounds completely different from what they did in their previous album and their previous singles. And I say this with the utmost sincerity. If Ice Nine Kills can keep this up, they just might save rock. Well, I never subscribed to the notion that rock was dead. It is unpopular and has been for some time. These guys have managed to reach out to horror fans and now the video game crowd. If they can do that, then I see them bring rock back from the dead. This is the Concert Cruiser for Hooked on Harmonics.
It makes him want to wag his tail.
You're watching another nerdy talk show. No plebs allowed.
I don't know how much an ounce is.
So I don't know if you guys saw the image I just put in the Yans chat there. It's this cool picture of Steve, Joe, and Josh looking at with blue in the background. Actually, it looks like an album cover. Cruiser,
Actually, it does, yeah.
You would totally see this as an album cover. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on the thing for everybody to see. This is cool. Take a look at this.
Did you know John Cena auditioned?
John Cena as the host of Blue's Clues.
He auditioned.
No. Say what you want about my story, but at least you can see that happening. Him as a children's show host, no.
See,
okay, they already tried to...
him. I see nah. So yeah,
you can't see him.
I mean, my God, they already been the host of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
All because of that stupid internet meme. So, welcome to the part where we just talk about stuff. All kinds
and
of
thanks.
Stuff. Cruiser, what have you been up to this week?
getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights. If any, actually, I bought my ticket, but I'm kind of debating whether or not I'm going to need an express pass this year because people are saying that it's not that the line wait is not that long, and I do want to try to go through all the houses though, but I'm just kind of hemming and hawing whether or not like if it's worth spending the additional $100 for them.
Yeah.
And plus, you know, trying to make finances here because while I have like my room reserved, I bought the Horror Nights ticket. I still gotta have enough for gas and food.
The two most important things.
Yeah, I mean, I have sold a few things on eBay to help me pay for some of this stuff, but it was enough to cover the ticket in as well as lodging. The rest I gotta be careful with. And like I said, the express pass is $100.
Yeah, I say don't do it because it's going to be such a short. It's going to be so few people there to begin with because of plague. And also, question: are they going to bring back the stuff that they were planning to do last year before they canceled, or did they just get some new stuff? Because I was looking forward to the Beetlejuice stuff in honor of their anniversary.
The Beetlejuice house is there.
Beetlejuice.
Take pictures, and also give me a souvenir.
Pay up, lady!
I will pay you in dramatic art.
That better come with a hand job or something.
It could inspire you to give yourself one.
Oh, Cruiser!
I do that for free every night.
I tried. Apparently being an artist doesn't sell anymore.
It's one of my favorite lines from Clerks 2. I get girls left and right. Your girlfriends are your left and your right.
That line.
What? That was it was when they were talking that scene with Ben
Clerks
Affleck.
2. Oh,
with Ben Affleck where they're doing the Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
I get chicks left and right. Your chicks are your left and your right. It's a terrible movie. Anyway.
Really? I thought Clerks 2 was one of his better movies.
No, look, I don't hate Clerks 2, but
of course you're not gonna say you hate anything.
Look, I don't hate Clerks 2, but in retro reality, it is a pretty bad movie.
Listen,
no, it's not.
The best.
It's better than the first.
No, I was about to say, what was that one romantic movie that Kevin Smith did?
Chasing Amy.
That one.
I never saw Chasing Amy.
That or Jersey Girl.
That one too.
But to be honest, I thought Clerks 2 was perhaps his best movie because, you know, say it came to the first Clerks, all it was just nerd talk and swearing. That's really all it was. That's really all there was to it. And with Clerks 2, it dealt with the harsh reality of growing up and getting older and trying to figure out what are you supposed to do with the rest of your life. And I thought
an existential crisis.
And I thought, you know, them buying the Quick Stop, was the best possible ending for this whole universe. And hearing that Soul Asylum song, I thought was a very brilliant touch.
And now they're going to do Clerks 3, and now we're going to see where it goes from there.
No one asked me what my favorite Kevin Smith movie is because everyone judges me for it.
What is it?
Which
Dogma.
is?
Dogma's funny.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Oh my god, did you ever hear the story of Kevin Smith at the protest?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites.
I'm going to tell you what happened. So basically, when Dogma came out, there were protests for it up the ass by religious fanatics. So what happens here? Kevin, I think his buddy says, "Look, there's going to be a protest at the theater." He's like, "Yeah, you want to go attend? You want to go attend it?" And Smith, I think he was high off his ass, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So he makes a sign.
He made he like really good protest signs with glitter and shit, and it's like Dogma is dog shit.
And he goes there, and he's holding it up with the protesters, and they don't even know it's him. And one of the protesters looks at her, and he's like, "Dude, I don't think you can write that." And
so they had to remove the S part, and they were like, "Dogma is dog it."
Next thing you know, a news crew is there, and Kevin sees the news crew approaching, and he's like, "Oh God." And they interview him. They still don't know who he is. And he's on TV protesting his own movie. Cruiser?
Yeah.
And then suddenly he did yoga hosers.
You didn't hear? Did you hear that whole story?
Yes, I did.
Hold on a second. I'll see if I can find the.
I'm talking because at some point we got to talk about the downfall of Kevin Smith here.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Clerks 2 should have been called Movies. Personally, that's what my dad thinks.
Don't say movies. What you call man breast?
That's the joke.
Cut the fact.
That's
I thought you were trying to do a.
I mean, seriously. I mean,
that's what the restaurant is. Movies.
Jason Bob reboot. Jason Bob reboot. I can forgive because the whole point was to, and they even and Kevin Smith even said this, and I saw them their Get All podcast appearance. But the whole point of reboot was to make fun of reboots, remakes, and sequels while being all three at the same time. So I can forgive that movie. Tusk. Tusk. The first half was good. Then suddenly, when Johnny Depp comes into the picture, it's like, is this a different movie?
Johnny Depp in that movie?
Yeah. Him and his daughter. Yeah, him and his daughter are in it.
Either I'm dumb or I didn't fully pay attention.
Then he did Yoga Hosers, which I will not see, but it did horribly. And then suddenly there was the famous Masters of the Universe incident. Kevin, you lost a lot.
Cruiser, I actually been meaning to ask you. Cruiser, I've been asking you about that. Are you sure it's doing bad? Because like I've been talking to friends, and I have no interest in really seeing it, but everybody keeps saying it's not that bad. Are you sure it's not good?
I'm not saying it. Can I please talk?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that thought up while I still had it.
I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is that Kevin did a bait and switch. It was heavily advertised that He-Man was going to be the main focus of it, and then suddenly people started to get suspicious and saw the new advertising coming out, and it's going to heavily star this other woman, and that's not what they were told they were going to get. You know, Kevin said this was going to be, you know, for He-Man. I'm not pulling a bait and switch. And then suddenly the series comes out, and Kevin goes, okay, here's why the bait and switch. That's that he lied. And he called out folks like Clownfish TV, even though Clownfish appeared to be right. They're not saying it wasn't bad. They're saying that they were told He-Man was supposed to be the main focus. Kevin Smith said this. And then it was a bait and switch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like I said, like I thought you kept saying it was a bad series, though. I think I might have mistranslated that. But like, yeah, like every single even I brought up at MegaCon, there were people that were cosplaying people from him. Like I thought the He-Man thing blew. He's like, no, it was fine.
I guess people were just I guess there might have been some people on like his side of the internet that were like complaining about the bait and switch, because I don't remember anyone complaining about it.
Yeah.
Mind you, I stopped watching news about He-Man and people's reactions to it because I was sick and fucking tired of people bitching and moaning that the people who are doing He-Man weren't the same people who did freaking She-Ra, and they're like, why didn't they get the She-Ra people? Because the She-Ra series is not as good as you think it is.
Anyway, like one thing that was kind of like huge, I'm like, yeah, but people were disappointed. I'm like, aren't they disappointed that they killed off He-Man? He's like, dude, it's called Masters of the Universe. Yeah, we don't like the blatant switch, but it's not but it's Masters of the Universe. It doesn't say He-Man. I know what Cruiser's argument is. It's
people associate He-Man with Masters of the Universe. Yeah, I know, but
still, they.
As far as She-Ra goes, yeah, if they're talking about the series from the '80s, yeah, it wasn't that good, but that's what every show was back in the '80s.
It was just a giant toy advertisement.
People back then had lots more imagination and inspiration. Nowadays, people need pure fulfillment. But again, I can't fault it for being, you know, shallow plots, because all shows were like that back then.
Well, the other thing... Sorry.
And, yeah, when it comes to She-Ra and the Princess of Power, that was just shipping pandering. That's all that series was.
My issue was, too, like, they were like, here's our big, strong, muscular women. I'm like, those aren't big, strong. The only one who you could count as one of those is whatever the Scorpion lady is. I'm sitting here going, He-Man women are, you know, they could crush your head with their thighs. I'm just saying it right here, right now. And I was like,
best way to go.
Yes, way to go. Going to Valhalla. Anyway, but like, and no offense to the women in the She-Ra series, and no offense to the animators, I get you were going for a look, but like, I want my He-Man and the women in the He-Man series to look like they could crush your head with their thighs, and that's why I was so excited. That's why I was so excited that the Castlevania people were doing it, because I watched Castlevania. Castlevania does great fight scenes, and I'm sitting here going, it's going to be really greatly animated. I didn't think the She-Ra fight scenes were that good, but the Castlevania ones, I'm like,
well,
sign me up.
Well, you might want to give. I think you might want to give a better example because Castlevania was kind of edged towards an adult audience.
And the He-Man isn't.
And plus, the other thing too is that, like, going back to She-Ra and the Princess of Power here, I'll never forget this. They had both the original and the new one had a character named Spinnerella. She was supposed to have control of the wind or air pressure, something like that. Well, in Princess of Power, they made her an obese woman. Bring on the fart jokes, why don't you?
Well, they didn't, which was actually a miracle and a half. And they're like, we want to show girls of all sizes. I go, yeah, but there are certain... I'm a large girl. I would love to have proper large girl representation in an animated series. But don't do the Wind Woman as a large one, because that's fart jokes aplenty. Why didn't you make her the Ice Chick? Because she needs the blubber to keep herself warm, you know? I know that sounds horrible.
But... personally, like, I really don't give two bits about representation. I don't. Because if you really think I can only connect with straight white characters, you are demented. But the thing is that even if you are going to have a large character, their power has to make sense with how they look. When X-Men had the Blob, his power was that he could, handle immense pain and pressure because of his size. That works for that character. When you're trying to say, this woman has the power of like wind and air, and she's an obese woman, it's like, really, like, at this point, it sounds like you're trying to make fun here.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What?
How would, if let's just say for the setup here, let's just say they kept her like that, and with the same abilities. What would they have to do to make her work if they want her to be obese? What would they have to do to make her work and have the same abilities and be obese? This is actually a creative question I asked people. Let's just say,
first off,
I'm sorry, hold on. This is a creative question I actually asked somebody. Like, you see, someone actually was talking to me about this, about character designs. Here's a question for you. Look at the design they gave you. How can they make it work with this design? You can't say it can't. You have to find... That's the trick to this question. You have to find some way you can make it work with the design.
Well, here's my idea. How about I actually give her some fucking screen time and let her show her personality and everything and show, her character growth and stuff. Because 9 times out of 10, the large girl is background. She might get some lines, but she doesn't get character growth and everything else like the skinny girls. Ever notice that? Just give her some character development and maybe I could actually be intrigued. Don't make her that... And don't do those stupid fat girl tropes that I... Flames at the side of my head. Hate.
Question.
Like, AK... Yes?
Sorry, hold on a second. I need to open up my notepad real quick. Can you repeat that to me real quick? I just want to take it down as a note.
Oh. Make the large girl actually have actual screen time and attention and actually have character development.
So basically make the person that they're kind of rewriting actually have more character and more relatability.
Yes.
Which this redesigned character didn't have in the series.
Correct.
So
she was just there.
So what you're saying is if they wanted to go with this design, they just had to make them more fleshed out.
Yeah. And I might have been more forgiving, because that's the thing I've always noticed. When it comes to large characters, they're either comedy relief, they're gonna get skinny later on and then suddenly well-liked. Don't get me started on that one. They're the mom character.
No. The trick of the question is you can't change the design. You have to roll with what they gave you, but you have to find some way to fix it with this design.
Oh yeah, I'm talking personality traits.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm talking about tropes that I super hate.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is that I don't think it would work, Evan. Now I know you said that's not an option here, but think of it this way: would I really work as a Power Ranger in my size? No.
There's actually 2 fat Power Rangers.
Yeah,
in the
dude. There's like
comic.
2.
Common Ranger. In the Common series, yes. In the Common Rangers, in Japan, there are 2 fat characters.
Yeah, dude.
One's comedic, I will admit to that, but there are some large men as not common writers, the Rangers. But again, that's Japan only. America doesn't do that. When they translated it, they either got rid of them and never used their footage, or B, changed it.
I will point to when they made Bulk an imaginary Power Ranger for that one dream sequence.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Play
Bulk,
for
Bulk
laughs.
was a bully, but he at least tried to be a hero, and he did do a couple of. I think didn't Bulk and Skull do at least 2 heroic things in the show?
I know that they rallied up the Olive Angel Grove to trust in the Rangers. I remember that was in an episode. I can't remember which series that was in.
I do like that.
I also remember Bulk taking in Skull's kid as when Skull went off to do something, and Bulk was like, "You're living with me. I'm going to teach you the way of the samurai."
Oh yeah, that's right. Did they save a baby one time?
Let's not think.
Don't know,
Yeah,
but I'm trying to find this fat Power Ranger thing, and I have no idea if what I'm seeing is accurate or not. Either way, I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, you can say, "Oh, it works in Japan." That doesn't make it right. Okay, I mean, do you really want me as the firefighter, the guy who's actually going to burst into your house and save you, or do you need that muscular guy who can break down the door in one shot?
Depends on my question. Here's the problem. Muscular guys are also big and round. Look at power lifters. They are round men.
Also, Cruiser.
They're round,
also,
but they
Cruiser.
have...
I just want to point out here that also sumo wrestlers are regarded as like I'm not going to say superheroes, but they are regarded as heroes in Japan too. So that might kind of specify your argument.
Do you see what they do in comparison, Evan?
I see Kuma.
Like seriously, stop trying to spin this.
I'm not trying to, dude. I just said I agree. When you said earlier that Japan might have a different thing, that's kind of another like a supporting for why they would be Power Rangers, because like some like they're regarded as
I didn't hear that.
There.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, it's basically
like,
Westernization thought of fat people versus Eastern thought of fat people. And apparently Eastern is a little bit nicer to fat folk.
I mean, that's my thing. Like I like what you said about the personality thing. Like one of the things that I'm trying to do is I actually was at MegaCon and I was talking to characters. I'm like, I'm thinking about writing a series here. How would, if I wanted to incorporate different characters, like let's just say for example, I wanted to incorporate someone who is gay. How would I write that? Just write them as that's what they said. My advice was simple. Just write them as characters. They just happen to be gay.
Yeah, like, write them as characters who just happen to be fat. As long as you don't use those very negative fat tropes, you'll be fine. I mean, you know how there's that trope. Sorry.
Yeah, but no, I see what you're saying, because one of my personal favorite shows on Netflix is The Dragon Prince. And they actually do have same-sex couples on there. But they were treated like it was no big deal. Like, there was these elf characters, and 2 of them were men who were madly in love. They kiss each other, and this wasn't a peck on the cheek. This was a kiss of passion. And no one said shit.
Exactly. Like, the thing I like see with those things...
Go on, and one thing that will definitely help, though, Evan, is do not boast about it on social media. Whenever I see that, the episode, I know is going to be bad.
Well, when I write these stuff down here, what I want to do with characters like that is I want to treat them like people. Like, here's the thing, like with everything coming out there, these things are starting to become a little bit more casual. So I want to treat each character like they're casual people. Just everybody has a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, okay. So
I mean, I go to Disney World and I see all kinds of people all over the place, and there's nothing really. Some stick out, some don't, but still, they're just people. That's all. That's kind of one of the things I learned about working at the Magic Kingdom. Like, you just want to keep them like a regular person. They just happen to have one trait that's different.
Yeah, it's just you want to, and you just want to.
What's up?
You're following me on that, right? I'm trying to keep things more like casual, like something when I write characters like that, I want to keep them like casual. I don't want to like make it the center point.
Yeah.
Just don't do Q-Force.
No, no, I'm not going to do Q-Force. I'm not going to do
I don't want to know. Like, I was going to say, like, the comic that I was hired to do I'm working on the second one right now. Hey! So I was hired to do a comic, and I remember drawing to people, and I'm trying to make this a little, because it's set in, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia.
Woohoo!
Philly.
Woo!
And I did research, and I'm like, okay, I gotta make this ethnically diverse. And I basically was like, I went to all my friends who are people of color going, please tell me this actually looks right, and if you have any advice, that would be great. And they're like, I wasn't trying to be mean or anything, I was just trying to be like, I just want to make sure I do this right and not do something bad. And they're like, well, what are they? They're just background characters. Oh, okay. and they're like, okay, da da da, do this, do that. Here's a bunch of references. Here's some pictures of my friends. You can use them as references. They're cool with it. And basically, references on references, and just ask people questions. And if they're people who are cool with answering questions, cool. If they're not, just say, thank you for your time, and find someone else who might be willing. Make
Well,
sure
let's
you listen
acknowledge
to the
that-
voices.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, let's acknowledge the brown bear in the room. Kuma, how you doing?
Is it a bear?
Cool.
I don't see no bears. I don't see gay hairy men.
I thought that was a bear claw tattoo on his shoulder.
No, it's a bear.
Nice, man.
Oh, okay.
Kuma, I've never seen those tattoos, actually.
You never
Welcome
asked.
to.
This is the first time I've ever seen Kuma in a green screen tank top. Your tank top's a green screen.
Put funny things on it. Quick, space. Darn it.
Filthy
Yes, we
casual. Are any of them tribal, or are they just designs you liked?
I am okay. Just because I'm native doesn't mean I'm gonna get something tribal. Like,
I didn't know. That's why I asked. Because I haven't seen your tattoos either, except for like
but you
the
should.
ones on
But
my hands.
people, but you know what tribal is if you had to say something like that.
Are we talking tribal as in actual Native American tribes, or tribal as in those tacky tattoos that were very popular in the 90s?
I like heads.
Exactly.
Oh, the barbed wire.
No,
We don't-
that's specifically just barbed wire. Like
No.
there are different types from what people call tribal and what people call tribal tattoos.
Yeah, the character I have to draw for this one has tribal. Do the hand motion. Tribal tattoos. So I have to make sure they're accurate. And by
Yeah,
accurate,
and by-
I mean copy the skin.
And by what that means is that it's like a generic, just straight line of a
Mess.
pure black tattoo with weird swirls or some shit like that.
I
If you
hate
want-
those.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Anytime that says, yeah, I have a tribal tattoo, I'm right here going, really? What tribe are you from?
The redneck and knees stick and poke tribe, I see.
Exactly. It's the same thing when someone comes up to me and like the moment they ask or I tell them that I'm Native American, all of a sudden they know their family history and they're like, "Oh, I'm 1/8 Cherokee.
Something.
I'm 1/8 Blackfoot. I'm 1/8 this." I'm right here
Criminal.
going, in my head, I'm right here going, "Cool. Go find 7 more of you and make a hole, then talk to me about
like-
about your nativeness, because that
Your
I don't know what that
nativeness.
one. I don't know what that 1/8 has to do with me or my tribe, because you're saying a tribe that's not me, and I'm right here going, cool.
Yeah,
I bet you I know more about mine than yours.
Yeah, there was this one joke people were going, what would happen if white people were all off the face of the earth? I go, for like, 24 hours. I go, well, finally, sleep. And then I go, I want to ask someone who actually was on the earth and go, do you know all those people who kept saying they were 1/8 something, 1/16 something? Yeah. How many of them were still here when I was gone? None? Okay.
Now, I remember even asking you, Kuma, about that whole thing with Elizabeth Warren claiming she was Native, and you said point blank, "You're either half or you're whole. I don't care if it's that much."
I don't care if
Yeah.
it's your pinky toe.
Yeah, it's really like, again, whenever anybody finds out that I'm native or that I confirm that I am Native American, it's always something of being like, oh, I am something related to natives, and I'm right here just going,
Cool.
how come it's only natives that people want to say that they're 1/8 of? I don't see people saying like, yeah, I'm 1/8 African, or I'm 1/8 Canadian, I'm 1/8 Chinese. I don't really hear that often.
Evan, you know my joke. I go, I'm a horrible insult to my 1/8 Italian heritage.
Yeah, sure. Have fun with that.
No, I make that joke all the time because it's like, I hate red wine. I'm a horrible insult to my 1/8 Italian heritage. My 1/8 ancestors shall shame me.
Porte
later.
miseria.
like you're not hearing a German person saying like, oh, I'm 1/8 Jewish.
Which part?
Exactly. I'm not hearing other people saying that they're a different type of race. It's always, I'm 1/8 native, and I'm right here going, am I the only person you're just telling that to, or does everyone else know?
Is there a giant neon sign that says it on your front lawn?
Like, I don't know what makes people want to tell other natives that they're native. Either it's a thing in their head to be like, hey, I'm not fully white, so don't blame me for things.
No, you can blame me. I'm okay with this.
Oh no, I fully blame whoever the hell I want.
Okay.
If
That's
you
hard English.
if you're responsible for killing someone, just don't kill me.
No problem. No, my
That's-
joke. My joke is my Scottish heritage hates my English heritage because you know what the English did to the Scots.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's ignoring us.
What?
With an out of nowhere quote right
No,
there.
no, that
Like,
wasn't towards that. I was just saying that I was looking through this Disneyland map, and they have a Nutella funnel cake that has a whipped cream Mickey head on it.
Can we go to Disneyland? Can we go to Disneyland?
So you're
I wanna
probably
do
wondering.
Why such little whipped cream?
I don't know. You're
That's
probably
a very
wondering
good
how I got these maps.
You
So-
got them
your-
off eBay.
No, I
Your
didn't.
job?
No, I did. Yeah, I did because like that Tomorrowland was giving away these fanny packs with these maps here because Disneyland was opening, and they included in the fanny packs 2 maps for California Adventure and Disneyland. I thought that was cool.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know what we should do. We should all go on the Minecraft server that has a 1-to-1 recreation of Disney World, and let's see how accurate it is, Evan.
Oh, is that still? Oh yeah, I actually saw videos of that. I couldn't get into it, but I know for sure that's the largest creation ever made on Minecraft, and
They did all 4 parks, Disneyland, California Adventure, and Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I will say up front with the with what they started with Disney World, they did do some pretty good stuff on it. I did like the accuracy on it. Heck,
I went there on my birthday.
There was an Animal Crossing server where they recreated Disney World for the pandemic.
It was, yeah.
I actually, heck, I even contributed to it. I actually recreated the Tomorrowland outfit on Animal Crossing.
I did
Draken,
this.
Draken. Do you play Animal Crossing? If so, you should totally visit my town.
You should visit my town. It's abandoned.
I haven't been on mine in a while. My villagers are probably sad.
My
they
villagers
are.
are all suffering from depression. I got Breath of the Wild. What do you expect? And then I got Pokemon Shield, and I really need to go back to Pokemon Shield.
Yeah, Pokemon Shield kind of got boring to me, honestly. But like, I go back when I get the chance.
I want to go and I have to fight the Fire Gym guy, and it's Kabu, and I'm like, I can't hurt this really good-looking guy. Please no.
So, I'm trying to think about something that's interesting here. There was, do you know what actually turned? So I mentioned earlier in the stream, this week, the greatest SpongeBob episode ever, turned 20 years old. Do I even need to tell you what episode of SpongeBob it is? Do I really need to?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
it's Sweet Fucking Victory, my dude.
Well, that's not the name of the
Okay.
episode, but
I know which one she's talking about
what's the name
now.
of the episode?
The Bubble Bowl.
That's no. Do you guys not know the name of the episode?
No,
No.
we just remember Bubble Bowl and Sweet Victory.
Yeah.
The episode is called Band Geeks.
Ah,
It's-
maybe that's why, because I was never one of those.
It's often considered to be one of the not only the best episode of SpongeBob, but often to be one of the best cartoon episodes ever aired on TV. I actually had looked it up in wake of the anniversary. I'm like, holy shit, this actually got more accolades than I thought.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Heck, when I was at MegaCon, I went to Roger Bumpus's panel, and one of the people's was, so what was your favorite episode? He doesn't even hesitate, Band Geeks. Some of my favorite Squidward lines are in there. That's his eager face. While I was up there, I just want to point out there was a little girl that went up to the microphone and says in the cute voice, "Is Bikini Bottom real?" And Roger Bumpus just goes up there. The whole audience is like, "Ah!" And Roger's like, "Yes, dear, it is."
It's in the hearts
Plot
and
that
minds of
motherfucker.
all the children.
But yeah,
Also
he
in a
didn't even
fiction.
hesitate. He's like, "What's your favorite episode, Band Geeks?" But yeah, like it's everything is huge on it. I mean, yeah, there was the Sweet Victory incident at the Super Bowl, but I guess they kind of made up for it, and thank you, Dallas, for doing it. But there was also, heck, there was even a fan reanimation of it, which I would recommend. It's really funny.
Wasn't there also like a hockey game decided? They're like, screw
Yeah.
you, Super Bowl, for not doing it. We're gonna do it ourselves.
Yeah, I was just saying the Dallas Stars did their own version of it.
Yeah, and there was a metal YouTuber who used to go by the name 10 Second Songs, who
I
now
remember him.
now he just goes by his real name, Anthony Vincent, who did his own rendition of it.
so
It was actually rather surprising seeing how many YouTubers, diss the Super Bowl for getting Maroon 5.
Yeah, fuck Maroon 5, man.
Exactly.
Maroon
I mean,
5 can suck my 10-foot chode, man. Come on.
It's not a chode if it's 10 feet. You know that, right?
Suck my dense chode.
Oh, it's wide. It's a cheese wheel.
Abundance, more
I'm
like.
trying to think of that. I'm trying to think of the Ego Raptor quote from Battle Kid.
Oh,
Suck my.
I know which one.
You
I
know
know
what
what
I-
you're talking about.
Red
Like a-
plant, purple plant,
Red,
blue plant.
plant.
I just watch the animation. It's like, have you actually watched the series? Yes,
yeah.
but the animation's more entertaining.
I liked how they were even able to sneak in Super Bowl references there. Like when it goes to the bubble bowl, it pans over the field. You see the meteor coming. It's like, okay, super fans. The funny thing is, considering how much there was actually 2 SpongeBob reanimated episodes. One was for Help Wanted, and the other one was Band Geeks. And like I said, they were done by the same dude, Channel 5958, and yeah, it still is funny today. I mean, heck, there was someone who remade the episode in Animal Crossing.
Did they include the Mayonnaise the Instrument line?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You have to include that line.
Do I even need to tell you who played Squilliam?
I think because I might be stupid.
Octavian.
Don't know who that is.
He's the red octopus that I keep saying I could hear Brawny's voice coming out of.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dallas Stars even did like I said, the Dallas Stars made up for the Super Bowl, and I like what they did by color keying out the red uniforms and making them green.
That was actually kind of cute.
Yeah,
although there were some errors here and there, but
they had to cut out shots of Mr. Krabs because he's red. But yeah, Band Geeks, my god, just
it was such a great episode.
You can there's a 360 version of it in VR.
I want to see that. Someone give me VR right now. First one to donate wins.
I need to come on the stream one day just wearing VR goggles.
Where's my Xbox?
Yeah, you're there. You're over there. I see you here.
Kuma, just make them out of TP like you did last time.
Well,
I still love that bit. It's like that could easily be a video.
I'm sitting here going, no, just get the Virtual Boy. Do you remember the Virtual Boy?
I own one.
Cruiser,
put it on your head.
Virtual Boy. Show her the Virtual Boy.
Did you ever play it?
Of course.
No,
I got
he
several
got the
games.
Virtual Boy just for the sole purpose of putting it on his shelf and just staring at it every night to look at it and go, yeah.
There's some guys who do that because the Virtual Boy doesn't work anymore.
I was gonna say, yeah, there are people that have a million things that they just put on their shelves and
But
don't
what he
do
doesn't
shit with
have
it.
is the briefcase.
Oh,
Cruiser, that's the only thing you don't have with the Virtual Boy is the briefcase.
But yeah, I
that's
bought
the
this
Power
thing
Glove. Never
because-
mind. Sorry.
I bought this thing because I do kind of consider myself a bit of a 3D enthusiast. I love that effect. And I do believe that virtual reality is the ultimate goal for gaming. But before we get there, we have to tackle 3D. And this was Nintendo's first attempt at it. And what I did, though, that I am very proud of is one time I was vending at a convention, and there were people. I brought this with me so that people who want to play it, I would charge them for it.
how much?
$1.
A minute.
I'm thinking about doing that with my Mario Maker levels. I'm gonna say I'm gonna pay you 25 cents to see if you can beat my level. 25 per life. If you beat it, you win the entire jar.
But as long as if one guy gets it on the first try and there's only 1 quarter in there.
Then he gets 1/4.
Oh.
You get your
And
money
a story.
back. You get your money back. You get your money back. What's the downside?
Yeah, and like to be honest, I think I've actually made like half my money back since I started charging people to play this thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Evan,
But there is a genuine curiosity because there's a lot of people out there who want to say that they played it, but don't want to go through the hassle of spending so much money to say they played it.
Well,
So I decided to charge people to play it. That way they can officially say, yes, I've played it. Here's the photo. I now know what it's like.
I remember it wasn't a Virtual Boy, but it was a VR headset. This was back in like the early 2000s or like late 90s. And basically I remember I was in theater. I was a theater child. Everyone, if that shocks anyone, that shocks no one. But one kid brought it in for us while we were playing backstage, and he had it. And basically it was some weird crappy fighter game. It was red and black, and he was like, you could push it on your head, and it was like, but you needed a light source to make the light work.
Dude, this is fucking
Our
awesome.
zone?
I think it might have been an R zone. Maybe it was black.
Because that was the only other VR
Virtual.
thing I can think of thing that came out.
Yeah, it was
back
like
then.
it had a fight. It had only a fighting game on it, if I remember correctly. This is. Can you stop? What are you doing? Oh God!
I'm watching the
He's
Sweet Victory concert in friggin' VR. It's okay.
Okay,
Just flash stuff. I can only see everything. I can see. I'm looking at Squilliam pass out right now. And Squidward's
Is he dead?
going nuts. It's basically flash animation.
Oh. Hey, do you want me to send you a key to strip club, the strip club VR?
No, if I rather why? Because I'm wearing an Axe body spray. Friggin' VR
Yes.
set.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The only thing I'm not liking about is that Mrs. Puff's not playing a keytar.
How dare?
Also, Mr. Krabs' eyes closing without the lids is just weird.
Could
I wish
be
I
worse.
could play this for you guys, but I can't because of copyright. But you know.
Well, not only copyright, we can't share. We can't all fit in your headset.
You can try. Let me just mash the T. I'm pretty sure I can make the camera. Whoa, it went black. And now everything's white. What the frick?
You're seeing God.
Oh no,
You're learning-
it's the thing. I gotta look at something to make it play again or something.
I was gonna sit here going, no, you're learning the recipe for the Krabby Patty now. You're being indoctrinated.
How do I press this?
This is
Did they ever reveal that? Did they ever reveal what the secret patty, what the
They
secret
gave
patty,
it-
patty
They
formula
give a
was?
fake out twice. There's the fake out when it's like the training video and it cuts off at the end.
Here's a
And
question
then-
for you. Here's a question for you. Okay. When was the
Yes.
last time you ever? I know I haven't seen a lot of SpongeBob lately. When was the last
Mhm.
time you ever heard him use the phrase "I'm ready"?
It's been so long.
Does
I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long
SpongeBob
time.
Still say, "I'm ready."
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready.
The answer on Google: SpongeBob actually doesn't say "I'm ready" that much, but he's still known for it. In the first episode, when he applies to the Krusty Krab cook job, he is at first afraid he can't do it, but then he gets convinced by Patrick saying he's ready. I do like that one scene where he's out there and he's at the corner coming out of his house. He's like, "I'm ready. I'm ready." He like jump cuts to the side.
What's that one? Oh, the Krusty Krab pizza.
Okay.
Is the pizza made for you
I just-
and me?
Yeah, there's shirts being sold of that now with Mr. Krabs doing like the whole Italian like, yeah, it's a good show thing.
Yay.
But like the thing is that like do you want to know something I never got? I was there when SpongeBob premiered, okay?
Same.
I swear
I'm
to
old.
God, everybody says Help Wanted is the first episode, and it is like numerically. I swear to God, the first episode that ever aired was Bubble Stand.
It was.
I know, like everybody says Help Wanted was the debut episode. I'm like, no, it was Bubble Stand.
Bubble Stand was the short that basically made, which is short. It is technically the first episode, but it is considered a short, not an episode, because an episode has to be 30 minutes long or 25 minutes. And that
Oh,
was a
from like
short.
the Oh Yeah cartoon thing, wasn't it?
No,
Bing!
yeah, it was Snick.
It was
Yeah,
Snick.
Snick.
It was a Snick short. Snick short.
Yeah,
Say
they,
that 5 times.
they did
faster,
that, and
dear.
then they played the Rip Pants episode.
And they ripped my pants.
Okay, that episode. Let's just face it. That episode would not fly today. A SpongeBob
No.
going around exposing himself technically to everybody.
He only exposed his underwear. Yeah, it wouldn't pass this. No.
Okay, so let's just put it like this way. Okay, there's a lot of interesting stuff about SpongeBob that you don't know, like how the characters were inspired by the 7 deadly sins.
Tell me that's a myth. That's a
yeah,
myth.
No,
That's one of the-
no, that is true.
That's-
That was confirmed.
I thought it was a full fan theory thing.
No,
I
I
know
think
that
it
there-
was. I think. Hold on a second.
You check that out.
Bob.
I'll tell you some fun
7
facts.
deadly sins confirmed.
I'll tell you a fun fact while he looks that up. The scallops are actually moving actually like they do in the ocean. Remember, marine biologists worked on this show. So the scallops flying around, they do that. There's actual video of real life scallops moving around like the scallops in SpongeBob.
Here it is.
They
Here
also
it is.
do have like something
was.
about why they have water in water as well too.
It's true. Each of the main characters in SpongeBob SquarePants was subtly based on one of the 7 deadly sins. It was confirmed as a surprising revelation as part of the audio commentary for the episode Plankton in the first season DVD box set. It was never clarified which represent, but this is what we got. Envy is Plankton.
Makes sense.
Gluttony is Gary, because he eats a lot.
Yeah.
Do I even need to say who Greed is?
Mr. Krabs? How you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Art thou feeling it now, Consa Cruza?
Look at Aita.
Lust is SpongeBob?
Yep.
What?
Because he loves everybody.
Yeah, well-
Sloth is Patrick. Pride is Sandy. Wrath is Squidward.
Squidward's wrath?
I actually
I would
could've
think
thought-
Plankton would be wrath. To be perfectly honest.
Technically, I think Envy should have been Pearl.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Mr. Krabs is 72 years old.
I always heard that Pearl was Mr. Krabs' sugar daddy.
Oh, I hate
No,
that theory.
Pearl is just adopted. Pearl is
Oh my
adopted.
God, did you
I'm
ever
sticking with sugar daddy because that makes the most sense.
No, it
Then
doesn't.
that,
See
then
that?
that kind of puts Mr. Krabs on a list then.
Yeah,
Did you
because
ever
Pearl
see-
is like 16.
Yeah,
well,
SpongeBob took her to her prom or dance or something.
SpongeBob took her to her prom. Also, she's celebrating her sweet 16th birthday, which is
Actually-
also an episode.
Actually,
Put Mr.
SpongeBob.
Krabs on the list. He's a crab anyway.
Actually, SpongeBob didn't take her to her prom. Remember
Oh
the
no,
episode?
it was a school dance.
No. Remember the end? Oh, there you are, dummy!
Oh
You
yeah.
sure come in handy.
Which we never get confirmed on why those things exist, how he has them.
The hash slinging slasher.
Dude, she got turned down by Octavius Rex, long, tan, and handsome.
Oh.
Babe.
No, I meant
Me?
I meant how SpongeBob had these dummies. Either
I
there
will-
were other
I-
people of them.
There's
I
a
have a-
joke in that episode that everybody misses most of the time. And that's the reference to the Big Apple.
Ah.
Okay, so when they're doing the sponge dance, there's just everything is falling apart, right? And the people are just
Yes.
running from this giant big apple for some reason. I didn't realize what it was as a child. But thanks to Defunctland, I now get the joke. The Big Apple was a dance that was done by a lot of I think by a lot of people back in like the early days. That's what the reference is. It's called the Big Apple.
Yes, this so makes sense to us children. Small. We just thought it was an Indiana Jones reference because it's a giant round thing rolling after people.
It's funny. Cruiser, what do you have to say?
No comment.
How bad's the game glove?
The Power Glove.
Don't know. Never tried it.
Power glove. You haven't tried the power glove yet?
No.
I just wish it was a glove and not like one of those stupid. The end. I like how one side actually does look like a metal glove, but then when you flip it over, it's like, oh.
Squishy. Like my butt.
I have to feel bad for the nerd because when he has to get in that costume, he has to wear two, and he has to wear one in reverse, and it must be uncomfortable. If I want the Power Glove, I want it in the case on my wall.
Behind a painting in a wall
Do you
safe.
know something? Do you want to know what you should get, Cruiser? You should track down the guy who played Lucas and get him to autograph a Power Glove.
From the Whiz Kid or whatever that movie was called.
The Wizard.
The Wizard. Why do you think Whiz
Who
Kid?
played Lucas?
I don't know. I'm a bean. I'm just a PNG.
His name was Jackie Vinson.
Vincent?
Jackie Vinson. Who is that?
We find out that this man is now doing pornography.
He was in Law
What?
and Order. I don't think he's even active anymore.
No, he was in Law and Order. Yep. My theory still stands. If it was SVU, extremely so.
Oh. Well, unfun fact, that actor Jackie Vinson was charged for child molestation in 2004 and sentenced to 10 years probation.
I was not aware of that. I need
I'm going to the final five now. I don't know if I can do it now.
Why?
I can't. That just makes me feel unclean. You guys okay?
I'm okay.
You guys all right?
We didn't
I'm
really
fine.
go into this guy's profile or anything.
I think I need to
It's
call.
not like we followed him.
I need to call my mom.
What, you want to confess your sins? I know like 3 priests. I mean, they're
Okay.
ordained. They're not really
All right,
priests,
so
but
let's just get this started here. As usual, the final five is where we leave our final 5 thoughts on stuff and things.
and
Be it
pizza.
things that go and pizza, maybe. So as usual, ladies first. So Kuma, you're up. Your time begins now.
Oh, what is up, people? I didn't really do anything at all this week. Actually, wait, no, that's not true. I got to actually work on some photos from going to a little con last weekend called MusiCon. And yay, that was fun. I've really missed conventions and the people at them. But yeah, I originally was gonna try to go to SuperCon, but some family stuff and shit with this whole disease. But yeah, nothing much. But I got to work on some photos and I get to do some more D&D things. So peace. That's it.
I keep forgetting that the coronavirus is a disease. I keep hearing it called a virus, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, a virus is a disease, right?
Call it a plague like I do.
Yeah.
I always like doing that thing at the conventions where from Game of Thrones. I haven't seen you since the plague.
Yeah, you did that bit to me when I saw you again for the first time again. Start that. Fuck it. Barto Sci-Fi. There we go.
Miss Miss Kitty,
No.
as Cruiser
Never
would
call me.
as Cruiser would call you.
Never call me
Or
Miss Kitty.
more specifically, the Kitty. Is that how it's pronounced, Cruiser?
Mhm.
Okay, so your time begins now.
No pressure. So what so my week has been basically me working on this comic that is NDAs. But this weekend I finally finished Yakuza 0, my streams, if you watched that. That was a 10-hour long stream. I'm dead inside. And today I finally finished a whole round in Hades and didn't die. Yay! And I'm doing my streams again on the weekends. Hopefully next week I will be doing Kiwami, or I will be doing some other picked up, put down games. If you want to come see me at my streams, it is Black Moon Rose 13 here on lovely little Twitch. So if you want to come see that and watch me basically make a fool and an idiot of myself, please do. I remember to advertise them and the whatever thingy mabobber on this chat, mabob. My cat says hello. He is currently staring me down at the door. I don't know if that's newsworthy or not. He's definitely.
Time. That was a very ruthless final five you gave me there, honestly. Okay, so next up is Cruiser. Cruiser.
Cruiser wants you to have I think he wants you to have a verbal.
Start the goddamn timer.
It did.
Thank you. Anyway, Evan is working on Hoof Rock with Bright Ideas Poses. I have been working on a few interview videos plus an unboxing video, which Evan, I need to talk to you about afterwards. And soon I will finally check out Rise of the Resistance at Galaxy's Edge. Now, when I go to give my review on this, just know that I will be reviewing this as a ride. Whatever anybody thinks of what Disney did to Star Wars or George Lucas, put that to the side and let's see how this works as an attraction. But I gotta figure out how to get on that thing now.
I believe
That's
in you.
going on my end.
My only hope is that I can get you on that thing, because it's gonna take a lot. You might want to. I'll explain later.
Is it a weight limit thing?
No, it's complicated. All right, I'm on to here. Look at me. I look like a fucking drunkard. Anyway, what he said, boom. I have been doing some work on Mystery Brewing Theater. I'm doing some more editing at work. I'm working on one of the longer scenes right now. I'm terrified, guys. I'm really terrified.
Don't be terrified. We believe in you.
Cat, we have a... you guys, I need your support out there. You guys, come on. Alright, so I guess I'll be out there. Next up, we'll be taking you to Kuma's quote of the week. Stand by.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to my... Hey, what's up? My quote of the week. Anyway, my quote of the week comes from Albert Einstein. No lie, for a guy so hell-bent on being everyone claiming he's so smart, the guy had a lot of rights about imagination, honestly. One of the quotes is actually about imagination. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. And with that, we'll go ahead and close off Ants. Thank you for watching, and from all of us here, hail to the Queenie.
We've had lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fun, but now the time has come to go. If this Silcon was found dead in his bed tomorrow, I'd be in heaven still doing this show. See you some other time! Ugh.